going to do now is, since we already have our username, our data, and our password stored on our database, so we don't need these guys any longer. So this is being installed inside of here. We don't need it any longer. But let's just put it, because if we don't do that, we're going to get some error down below, like it's already signifying us here. So there's something I want us to do now. We want to check what we entered here, what we entered in our username input, which is here. Let me run this so we'll see what I'm talking about. So anything we entered inside here and here, and when we click on this login, I want to check whether it is in our database, because we have created a database that's actually working perfectly. So what we are going to do now is, like I said, we don't need, let me move this. Sorry, this was to, let me bring this down. So we don't, like I said, we don't need this username any longer. So let me move it. We're going to read this pandas data frame here. When we read it, we are going to check for that of username and password, because in our database comprises of that of username and password. So let me open this here with a new CSV editor. So you can see this is our username and password. So this is our target currently as of now. I'm going to check whether if the username the person entered and the password the person entered, does it exist on our database. So to do that, we're going to come here and say df. Instead of this database username is going to be that of our df, which stands for our data frame. So we want to check whether this guy that will enter there, this dot get, which is talking about this username down here, this username here, username entry, we got what we entered, and then we're going to check whether if is equals to, or is it in this of our username that is here. Let me bring this, whether if is this, let me open. So we're going to check whether if it's on this of username that is currently here. So how can we do this? So we're going to say df is going to be our username. So this is just basically what to enclose this in close braces, and then we're going to do for that of password too. Let me just copy it. Remember that in this case, where do our distance start with capital letter? No, our distance was small letter, so I need to change this to small letter. Now, if you are still getting it confusing, when I do a full tutorial on this pandas, but just know that we're trying to check whether what we entered is in this df data frame, or can say database username, and that of password, whether it's also there. So we're going to do this too. We're going to enclose it too. That's what we're going to do. Since we're not going to make use of this and any longer, we're going to make use of this type of, and we're going to enclose this in this data, because we're trying to access the database that we created to check for this password and this of the username, whether it exists or not. And also there's something else that I also want to do. Want to in a situation whereby for this to run, this must be true. So here I'm going to put not. This not is going to check whether it is not empty. So here I'm also going to put the dot what empty. That way, these are data frame kind of way to signify. Like I said, pandas data frame or pandas library, I'm going to make a full tutorial on it so we can understand, but also it's becoming a little bit combustive and a little bit too long. So you can see that I just want to shorten it by not explaining pretty much, but as we go, I'm going to explain it this much when we are going to go in that of pandas data frame. We are doing data analysis. We are going to tend to understand this really well. Not here and this empty, just trying to check whether if it's empty or not. So this is going to be true. This, because we know that for the if condition to run it might have to be true. So if it's going to be true, if it's true, it's going to do this in run. If it's not true, these guys are not going to run. So let's run this. So you can see here, I tried to log in here. Let's say I entered easy kit, and then I entered something like password password, and then I hit login. Nothing is going to happen. But let me also remove this so we can see what we are typing. Since we are not typing through, I don't need to set this. So I want us to be seeing what we're actually typing. Let me remove this show here that we put before. This show just trying to show what we entered in password to be in form of asterisk type. So maybe the output will be in form of asterisk, and I explained that in my previous video. So make sure to check it out so you won't get confused. So I entered here something like easy kit. I enter here password. You can see here when I click login, I was not able to log in because EasyKit and password does not exist here. But let me try creating a profile. Let me go to login. Let me go to sign in. You can see sign in page. Here I enter Jabberish because I'm more interested in the other things. Here we're more interested in the username. So I can say EasyKit, and then the second one is the password. This is just basically what I gave it, and then I hit create profile. You can see down here, you can see inside of this data frame it got created here. You can see username EasyKit and password EasyKit. So I can now go back since there's no button here to let us go back, but I'm not going to put it because this video is becoming too long. So let me just run it again, and then since I've created out of EasyKit and passwords, I can put here EasyKit, and then I can put password here. When I click on login, let's see, you can see I was able to log in to actually get this to actually know whether I've created an account. If you didn't create an account, and I can log in, and if you have created an account, you can log in. And next video, we're going to wrap up this thing, this Facebook login. You can see how really nice it's looking, and it showed us that our Facebook login successfully. So I'll be happy to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.